All right, gonna make another video. This is my, I believe it's January 2017 pickups. I'll have to double check, might be 2018 pickups. You'll know by the title of the video. This is gonna be the rock albums that I picked up. Kind of like the rock, just, rock, pop, indie, miscellaneous stuff. All right, I picked up the Beatles. The Beatles really good. This is the early stuff. I don't have a lot of best of albums. I have a few. And I am picking up all the Beatles individual albums. I'm not looking for like any original presses or anything like that. I'm just picking up whatever I can find as represses, but this is good to have. I picked this one up. This was really cheap. It's the quality of the cover is really bad. You can see the spine wear and stuff. But King Crimson, this is a really good album. Has 20th Century Man on it. The 20th Century Schizoid Man. Great album. Great album cover too. Picked up a Kiss album, Dressed to Kill. This is the full embossed cover. So this is the early press, just on the Casablanca. I don't know which press it is. There's a lot of different pressings for Kiss records. This one, this Led Zeppelin, you can either get this, you find this in the bins either with the bag or without the bag. Some people threw the bag away, lost it. I really wanted to have one with the bag, so I got this one. The cover I got, I know all the covers are different, so just show you which one I got. Yeah, I ended up getting this one. Yeah. So that's the one I got in the bag. Yeah, this is a good Zeppelin album. This is one of the Zeppelin albums that I actually listened to on vinyl when I was a kid a lot. So I have a kind of an affinity for this one, even though objectively it might not be their best. I still think it's a solid album. I like Fool in the Rain too. I like the twist at the end where he's standing on the wrong block. I really, when I was a kid listening to lyrics, I was like, oh, this song's telling a story, and then at the end I was like, oh no, he's waiting, I don't know. I was impressed with it as a kid, as like an 11-year-old kid. With the twist in the lyrics. Night Flight Orchestra, this is a fantastic band. This definitely goes into rock because they're emulating some 80s style, hard FM radio rock. There's a band called Nestor that I just got. That's very similar to these guys, I feel. And this is a great album. I would pick up pretty much any Night Flight Orchestra album and I think you'd be happy. Very melodic, very 80s hard rock. This is a pop album. This is Prince, Sign of the Times. Mine is unique because I have a folded over, sticker. So I don't know. I guess it doesn't really make it more expensive or anything, but makes mine unique. Mine might be the only one like that. Really good Prince album. This I picked up blind. I just saw 3 chicks on the cover, all with nosebleeds and bloody. And I kind of looked it up online. They were kind of like indie punk rock kind of thing. And these guys are pretty good. This is the Coat Hangers. And this is Nosebleed Weekend. And I got this uncolored, which is pretty cool. Just found this in a lunchbox in the bin. Now this I ordered. This album is incredibly expensive right now. This is Tegan and Sara Sainthood. For some reason, this album has gone way, way up in price. But when I bought this, I think I got this on Amazon. Like I said, I was just looking for deals. Probably got it for 20 bucks. I got this. I got the Con. I ended up buying I think those 2. And then I ended up getting their third album or the one, the 2 before this. I always forget the name of that album, but I love all those albums, those 3 albums. I don't really like where Tegan and Sara is right now. I don't like the pop thing. I definitely prefer the acoustic alternative stuff that they were doing here. This is way more interesting and these songs are just way better. I really don't think that these guys write, their pop music is okay. I'll just say that, it's just not for me. Anyway, love this album, Sainthood. This album I really like. I was looking for new stuff, I really like independent, indie music, and, indie music has been going on for, quite some time, 70s, 80s, 90s especially is when I started listening to kind of indie rock, indie punk or whatever, just independent label stuff. And I wanted to find some stuff in the 2000s that was really good, some unique indie rock music, and Torres is really where it's at. This is a fantastic album. 3 features. I really, really like the diversity of the music on here. There's electronic elements, there's, acoustic. It's mostly acoustic, but it's like electronic acoustic, like guitar acoustic. It's not like acoustic guitar. It's plugged in electric amp. I'm not a guitarist. I don't fucking know. You plug in an electric guitar and you put it on the acoustic setting and that's what it sounds like. So that's what she's doing here, but with some electronic elements. More, the previous albums of hers are way more stripped down. This is a little bit more, adding more elements. And this is really, really good songs on here. Really, really great album. I picked up The Exorcist reissue. This is I think it's Waxworks, I want to say. Yeah, Waxwork Records, the reissue. They keep reissuing these over and over and over again. Very haunting soundtrack, incredibly haunting movie. Great movie, great soundtrack. This I picked up, I found at, I forget the name of the record store, Manifest Discs. This is the Phantom of the Paradise soundtrack. This was a great pickup because I had just seen the movie. You know, like me and my friends were like, "Oh, you got to watch this Phantom of the Paradise movie. It's fucking crazy." You know, he likes musicals and stuff that are wild and weird, and you know, this is right up that alley. I mean, it's a fantastically weird, crazy movie, really good movie, and the soundtrack's pretty good. And I felt really lucky to see this. I don't think I've seen this in the bins since I bought it, so it's incredibly rare here in North Carolina to see it in the bins, or at least, you know, me running across it. You know, I mean, of course, you know, stuff goes in and out of the bins all the time that I'm not aware of course, but I've only flipped and saw this the one time. And finally, Star Wars soundtrack. Great soundtrack. I'm still looking for the, I really want Empire Strikes Back. That's probably where I'll stop. I really don't need. Return of the Jedi is a lot of the same music, you know, and I don't think there's as memorable of themes in there, but the Star Wars, and I'm still looking for Empire, but really good soundtrack to have. That's my miscellaneous hard rock. I'm going through these a lot faster now. I don't think these vinyl pickup videos are incredibly interesting to people, but I like kind of just documenting what I was buying, what I bought, and, you know, when I got it. I think that's kind of cool. So I'm just going to keep doing them, but I'm going to make them shorter and shorter.